Greetings and welcome to I Am Powered by Love TV. I'm Demi, spiritual life coach, certified Reiki master. Well, actually, not certified. I don't think they do that, but so I'm a certified aromatherapist though, and askahicrecordsreader record reader. This is your SOULSCOPEs, and this is for Taurus Decan 1. And Decan 1, you are from April 20th through the 30th. So this is going to be a channeled reading from your soul books and the Akashic record. I am an intuitive channel. And so we're going to jump right in because I already hear a question. What is your true self-identity? Like, who are you? Second question. You've been asking these questions all year already. You came into the year asking. Solar eclipse January 5th, 2020, you started looking at all of the closures of things and all of the things that happened in 2019. And you started reimagining your self-image. You did a makeover. So, we're not just talking about you went out and bought some new makeup, you got your hair did, nails did, everything did. You did some housekeeping, some house cleaning. And so there was some cleaning. And of course, you stepped up some of the things in the beauty department and, you know, new hairdo, new color, little bit of new look. So it wasn't just a superficial makeover, but you still weren't seeing the authentic expression of yourself. So you've been spending all year analyzing your life. You've been taking notation at every nuance in your life. And so this looks like friendships, relationships, your roles and parts that you play in these places. You are looking at the depth of friendships and the superficiality of associates and the remnants of relationships that define the old you. And you are categorizing each person and your staked interest in the investment. You are looking at your love life and the lack thereof for some of you who have been single for over, some of you single 5 to 10 years, others serial dating, nothing serious, and others of you are in emotionally vacant relationships. So you two are also single. So everybody's single in Taurus. Decan 1 right now. And you're looking at the lack thereof, the unemotional, passionless, non-intense, bland sex, and the inability to communicate. And you're asking yourself, who am I? How did I get here? Job, unrewarding, unfulfilling, no passion, no desire to be there, hate your job, been there. Actually, I've been in all those caveats, so there's that. I mean, categorizing my life, because I would, all the other stuff, I do well. I'm not comparing with you, girl. I'm just saying this is what it is. I love you more than bacon. And you have been doing a very, 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 very deep inventory. That's how deep. You are looking at the honesty and the cleanness of it, which is why they're able to give me exactly what it is you're saying and seeing, because this is what you're saying and seeing. This is what you're seeing when you look at your investment and your role in these things that you've created, and you're asking yourself, who am I really? How did I get here? Because these things I was leaving behind, but they still seem to have entrails all the way into August of 2020, and I still really haven't determined how I'm still creating from this space in these relationships and in my life in a place that isn't connecting with the real me. I don't want any of this because I want that. So we're going to talk about all the that, right? We're going to talk about the self-confidence. We're going to talk about the self-love, the self-worth, the self-value that is starting to engage, connect, and create from the creative, intuitive ways and things that you've been hearing, but you just don't know how to cut all this story loose because that's a lot of stuff. It's just like too much, right? You just want to burn it all up and shred it and, tear it up and throw it out and move on. So you're in the move on phase from that. But how do we turn all of that around when we're not really connected with the truth of our self-love and our true self-worth and self-value and who we show up as in the world and how we shine the light from the inside instead of this still cool veneer of cool, calm, collected. And these are things that are true and intrinsic about you as well as inherent, but also you come across as extraordinarily aloof. So the depth of who you are isn't really an investment in any of those things. And now you have to put passion into life. So when you get, when you get your hair did, your nails did, now you got to pop, right? Mm-hmm. You got to pop with some flavor. Because even with the hair did, you still very cool and aloof. So this is the part where we have to shred that part of the control. Because the part of the control has become a fortress and a prison at the same time. So you're protecting something, hiding something, and you won't heal and let that thing go. So that is what we're talking about. You with me? Okay, because I want you to. All right, so we are going to go to the ancestor cards here. And we are going to talk about how to let that broken-hearted, wound go. The fear of self-expression and connecting with the truth and the beauty of the light of the love of who you are comes from rejection. Stop right there because those are your cards. So I believe whatever pops out comes to show out. And so I'm going to bend down. I'm going to pick up these cards as we friends. And if you were sitting at my kitchen table and they fell on the floor, I'd do the same thing. That's what I do. So what I heard was while I was shuffling is that this was a wound and a scar that happened and it was traumatic. So for some of you, this was a very traumatic moment of rejection and it was infused with a little abandonment. And so the cool stillness in which you were conditioned to hold that reserve poise has created a disconnect. Release the old and connect. Hold space. And take charge with authority. So this is a childhood trauma that is being relived and you don't want to get too close to anyone, and so you stay your distance. You sit inside the walls of your impenetrable fortress while you remain a prisoner at the same time. And you know that it's time to let go of the old. You're ready to embrace the new. And how you do that is make a decision to heal. You have to walk across the bridge, and that's what it means to hold space. It means create a bubble of light by faith where which you see the beauty of who you truly are being accepted, appreciated, approved, with adornment, and that authority comes from your soul. It comes from the deep place within you that is passionate about connecting with life and actually being able to enjoy the peace and the connectivity and the engagement, the vitality and the thrill of the love that flows and tingles, and the peace that you get, and the creativity when you engage. And I'm also hearing that you're a very creative person, and that you've been seeing some positive changes because you've been addressing some of these things. But we can only get so deep when we don't really know how to change the channel of the story, when we don't know how to really release the depth of the story that has the deepest part of the hooks to us. So we only change the surface things, and then we try to do something different, but we're not capable of that. And so, my friends, I'm going to leave you with a prayer and a blessing, but I'm also going to encourage you that if this is you, then to sign up for the link below for a deeper, more intense reading and a chance to win a free reading. But if this is you and you want some clarity on how to take those steps and what those steps actually look like, then I'm also going to encourage you to sign up for a complimentary free reading. Not a complimentary free reading, I mean free coaching. It's a 90-minute coach session, and those steps look like facing your fears. The fears of exposure and vulnerability. Sometimes it's emotional when we're letting go, because we're saying goodbye to our old self and who we once were, to embrace the beautiful person that we are going to engage ourselves to, that we're going to wed and we're going to marry and we're going to love her or him for life. That's your life partner. That's you. And I'll see you next time. Don't forget, if this resonates with you, like, subscribe, and share. And I'll see you next time. This is Demi, and I'm signing out.